The glorious quest for a league title is like a war that lasts for an entire year with a series of battles every week. The preseason summer is a time of renewed opportunities, a time to regroup and re-strategize. The 2022-2023 season was filled with tales of triumph, disappointment, and historic achievements that will go to the records. But that time has passed. A new season is again fast approaching, and with the announcement of the 2023-2024 fixtures, this video aims to analyze the first 5 fixtures of last season's top 5 and determine which one of them will have a lighter start to the season. The first match of the season will be a special one in its own right. On August 11th, the treble winners will play against the EFL champions. Burnley will host Manchester City at the Turf Moor. Burnley will obviously be the underdogs in the matchup because in their previous 5 matches, they won only 1 match, drew 1 and lost the other 3. While City, on the other hand, boasts of 3 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. However, it should be an interesting matchup, not only because it's the first match of the season, but because Vincent Kompany shall be leading Burnley against his former team. Manchester City will then host Newcastle United the following weekend of Saturday the 19th at Etihad. The two sides have played a total of 46 matches against each other, from which City have won 29 while Newcastle have only won 8 and they have drew 9 matches. From their previous encounters, Newcastle have won 1 match and drew in another and lost 3 matches. During the previous season, Man City won on both of their encounters. On Friday, the 26th, Manchester City will travel to Bramall Lane, where they will play against Sheffield United. City's won in both of the encounters, whereas Sheffield lost 3 and won 2 of their last 5 matches. On paper, City shouldn't have a challenge in clinching the 3 points, especially because they have won in all their last 5 encounters. Sheffield did not play in the Premier League last season, but when they met with Manchester City on the 22nd of April in the FA Cup, Sheffield were thrashed 3-0 by City. On the 2nd of September, City shall host Fulham for their 31st encounter. From the 30 matches that they have played against each other, City won 17 of them, 8 of which were won at Etihad and 9 away. Fulham managed only 4 wins. From 5 of the recent meeting, City won all of them by netting a total of 11 goals while Fulham could only muster 3 goals. The following weekend of September 16th, City will host Nottingham Forest, who will step in with 2 wins and 1 draw and 1 loss from their previous 5 games. In both of the encounter last season, City scored 7 goals against Forest, while Forest only managed a single goal against Manchester City. The Gunners will have their first match against Nottingham Forest, which will happen at Emirates Stadium on the 12th of August. From the 12 encounters that both teams have shared, the Gunners have won a total of 7 matches, 4 of which happened at home, while the 3 were away wins. Forest, on the other hand, only mastered 2 wins from the 12 matches. The remaining 3 ended as draws. In their first match of the previous season, which was the first Premier League match Arsenal played against Forest since 1999, the Gunners thrashed the newly promoted Forest 5-0. However, on their second encounter, Nottingham Forest won against Arsenal with a 1-0 victory. On the 19th of August, the Gunners will travel to Selhurst Park for a matchup against Crystal Palace. Between Arsenal and Crystal Palace, Arsenal have had 3 wins and 2 losses from their last 5 games, while Crystal Palace, on the other hand, have only 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss to their name. From the 28 matches that the two teams have played against each other, the Gunners have won 16 of them with a perfect balance of 8 wins at home and 8 wins away, while Crystal Palace have only won 4 matches. On the 26th of August, Arsenal will play host to Fulham United in London. Arsenal have played 32 Premier League matches against Fulham, from which the Gunners have won 23 of them. They have drawn in 6, and Fulham has only had 3 wins against Arsenal. In both of the occasions where the two teams met last season, Arsenal won. Fulham won 2 while losing to Manchester United and Liverpool, and drew against Crystal Palace in 5 of their previous matches. The 2nd of September could pose the first real challenge of the season for the Gunners, as they will be hosting their arch rivals Manchester United at the Emirates Stadium. From the 62 times that both teams have faced off against each other, the Gunners have won 18 matches, while the Red Devils of Old Trafford have won 26 matches, and the remaining being draws. From 5 of their previous encounter, both Arsenal and United have won 2 games against each other. As you have established that Arsenal won 3 games and lost 2 games in their last 5 matches, United, on the other hand, have won 4 games and lost 1 from their last 5 matches. September 16th will mark the 63rd matchup of Arsenal and Everton. Arsenal have won a total of 36 matches, while Everton have only managed 12 victories, with the remaining 14 being draws. From their last season's encounter, the Gunners won both matches with a total of 5 goals, while Everton, on the other hand, only managed 2 wins from their last 5 games. After finishing the season at 3rd position and qualifying for the Champions League on their final league match, United will play their first league game on Monday the 14th at Old Trafford, where they will host Wolves. Manchester United and Wolves have played a total of 18 league games, from which the Red Devils have won 11 times, while Wolves, on the other hand, have won just 4 times. From their last 5 matches, United have won 4 and lost only 1 of them, while Wolves, on the other hand, have only won 1 match, lost 3 and drew in a match against Everton. On Saturday of August 19th, United will play at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London against Tottenham. It will be their 63rd Premier League encounter. United has won 39 of the total matches, while Spurs have only won 10, with the remaining 13 ending with a draw. Manchester United has won 4 of their previous matches, while Spurs, on the other hand, have finished 8th on the table with 2 wins and 3 losses from their last 5 games. Manchester United's next matchup will then be against Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford on the 26th of August. Forest managed only 2 wins, 2 draws and a loss from their last 5 games. Their match on the 27th of December 2022 was one that Forest looked to redeem themselves from the 8-1 thrashing they suffered at the hands of United back in 1999. But United won the match with 3-0 and also won the next one 2-0. The two teams have played a total of 12 league games, from which United have won 9. They have drawn in 2 and thus leaving Forest with only 1 win. On the 2nd of September, United will visit Emirates Stadium and play against their arch rivals Arsenal. From the 62 matches they have played against each other, United has lost 14 games at Emirates. From their last 5 encounters, they have both won twice and drawn in 1 of the matches. On the 16th of September, Manchester United will welcome Brighton at Old Trafford for their 13th league match. From the matches that they have already played, United has won 7, while Brighton has won 5 matches. Looking at their recent encounters, you'll find that Brighton won 3 times, while United have won 2 times. However, from their respective last 5 league matches, United have 4 wins and just 1 loss, while Brighton has 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw. The 2022-2023 season was a phenomenal season for Newcastle United. After finishing the 2021-2022 season at 11th position, with 49 points from 13 wins and 10 draws, they completed the 2022-2023 season in 4th place with 71 points from 19 wins and 14 draws. During the last season, they lost only 5 matches. This was thanks to the resources that were made available to them after the takeover by the Saudi Arabian Sovereign Investment Fund. Newcastle will begin their season on 12th of August at St. James Park, where they will host Aston Villa. The two teams have played 52 league matches, from which Newcastle have won 24 matches. They have both drawn in 16 and Aston Villa has won 12 games. From their previous 5 encounters, they have both won twice and drawn once. Aston Villa has also won 2 games, lost in 2 and drew in 1 from their last 5 league games. On the 19th, Newcastle shall travel to Manchester for their first big challenge of the season. They'll play Manchester City at Etihad Stadium for the 47th time. Newcastle United will be looking to secure their 9th league victory against the treble winners, who have won a total of 29 matches against them. For the last 5 times they've played against each other, City have won 4 matches and the other one ended in a draw. On the 26th of August, Newcastle United shall host Liverpool at St James Park. On paper, they will be the underdogs at home because from the 56 times they have played against Liverpool, they have won only 11 matches, while Liverpool on the other hand has won 33 times against Newcastle, including 4 wins from their last 5 encounters. While Newcastle have won only 1 match from their last 5 games and lost 1 and drew in the rest, Liverpool on the other hand have won 3 times and drew in 2 games. On the 2nd of September, Newcastle will travel to the Amex Stadium to face against Brighton. They have had a total of 12 head-to-head matches, from which Newcastle have won 2. Brighton have won 4, while they have drawn in 6 matches. From their last 5 encounters, Newcastle have won 2 games, while Brighton has won 1, while the rest ended in a draw. On the Saturday of September 16th at St James Park, Newcastle will host Brentford for their 5th head-to-head, in which Brentford shall definitely be looking to gain their first victory against Newcastle in the Premier League. Newcastle have won 3 of the Premier League matches against Brentford with only 1 draw. From the respective last 5 matches, Newcastle have won 1, drawn 3 and lost 1, while Brentford has won 4 matches and lost only 1. Liverpool will have the most interesting matchup on Sunday, the 13th of August, when they'll travel to Stamford Bridge for a head-to-head against Chelsea. From 5 of their last encounters, Chelsea has won 1 game and they have drawn in the rest. While in their respective last 5 league matches, Liverpool has won in 3 and drawn in 2, while Chelsea have won 1 game, drawn in 2 and lost 2. And from the 62 matches that they have played against each other, Liverpool has won 23 times, while Chelsea has won 21 times. On Saturday 19th, Liverpool will host Bournemouth for their 13th match. In the times they met last season, Liverpool won the first match at Anfield on 27th August 2022 with 9 goals to nil. But Bournemouth won the second match at the Vitality Stadium by 1 goal to nil. Liverpool won 3 in their last 5 league matches and drew 2, while Bournemouth on the other hand lost 4 games and won 1 against Leeds, hence finishing just 2 positions above the relegation zone. The 26th of August will see Liverpool take a trip to St James Park to face off against Newcastle United. Last season, Newcastle United finished 1 spot above Liverpool with 4 points ahead of them, thus qualifying for the Champions League for the first time since the 2002-2003 season. Liverpool and Newcastle have played head-to-head in the Premier League 56 times, in which Liverpool have won 33 games, while Newcastle on the other hand have only won 11 matches. Liverpool won 3 of their last 5 league games, while Newcastle won 1 game from their last 5 games. And on the 2nd of September at Anfield, Liverpool will host Aston Villa. Liverpool have won 4 of their last 5 encounters with Aston Villa and 1 match ended in a draw. From their respective last 5 league matches, Liverpool have won 3 games and lost 2, while Aston Villa on the other hand have won 2 games, lost 1 and 1 ended in a draw. From the 56 times they have played against each other, Liverpool have won 32 times, with 11 of the rest ending in a draw. On Saturday, the 16th of August, Liverpool will then travel to Wolverhampton to play against Wolves for the 19th time. From the last 5 times they went head-to-head, Liverpool won 4 times and lost once. And in their respective last 5 matches, Liverpool has won 3 times and 2 of them ended in a draw, while Wolves on the other hand won only once, lost twice, and 1 match ended in a draw. The Blues will start their season by hosting Liverpool at Stamford Bridge on the 13th of August 2023. Chelsea found themselves in the 12th position on last season's standing with only 44 points out of the 38 matches, a dramatic drop from the 2021-2022 season where they gathered 74 points and finished third after Liverpool and Man City. Chelsea and Liverpool have gone head-to-head in the Premier League 62 times, from which Chelsea have won 21 matches while Liverpool have won 23. Both teams have won more matches against the other while playing at home compared to when playing away. Last season, both of the two matches they played ended in a draw. Chelsea will go into the first game of the season with a history of 2 draws, 2 losses and only 1 win from 5 of their last matches of the season. In week 2, the Blues go head-to-head against West Ham United on the 19th of August at the London Stadium. Chelsea have gone against West Ham 54 times in the Premier League, from which they have won 29 matches while West Ham have managed 15 wins. Chelsea have won 3 of their last 5 games against West Ham, and West Ham will come in with 3 losses and 2 wins from their last season's final 5 matches. On the 27th of August, the Blues will host the newly promoted Luton Town at Stamford Bridge for the first time in Premier League history. And this is because the Premier League was founded in May 1992. That was just a season after Luton Town were relegated from Division 1 in the 1991-1992 season. So technically, it will be their first official matchup in the Premier League. On the 2nd of September, the Blues will host Nottingham Forest at the Stamford Bridge Stadium. Chelsea have played against Nottingham Forest 12 times, from which they have won 4 matches and drawn 5 times. In match week 5, the Blues will travel to the Vitality Stadium where they will play Bournemouth on the 16th of September. The Blues have clashed with Bournemouth 12 times, from which they have been victorious on 7 encounters and drawn only once. Chelsea won in both of their 2 matches of last season, while Bournemouth have lost 4 and won only 1 in their last 5 league games. Spurs will begin their campaign away, where they will go against Brentford on the 13th of August 2023. Spurs have played against Brentford 4 times and they have won in only 1 and drew in 2 of the matches. Last season, they lost a match to Brentford at home, while the other match ended in a draw. Spurs have a history of only 2 wins and 3 losses from their last 5 league games, while Brentford have 4 wins and 1 loss. On the 19th of August, Spurs will welcome the Red Devils at the Hotspur Stadium. Spurs have played against United for 62 times now, from which they have managed only 10 wins and 13 draws. They have been beaten in 4 of their previous 5 matches against Manchester United, who also boast of 4 wins and just 1 loss from their last 5 league matches. On the 26th of August, Spurs will travel to the Vitality Stadium and play against Bournemouth for the 13th time. They have managed to win 8 of the matches they have went head-to-head, while Bournemouth only won 2 times. Last season, Spurs won at the Vitality by 3 goals to 2, while Bournemouth also won at the Hotspur Stadium with 3 goals to 2. Bournemouth will face them with a history of 4 losses and 1 win from their last 5 matches of last season. On the 2nd of September, Spurs will play Burnley at the Turf Moor. In history, they have played 16 matches against Burnley, from which they have won 10 of them and drawn in 3. Spurs have beaten Burnley in 3 of their last 5 encounters. Burnley also has a history of 3 losses, 1 draw and 1 win from their last 5 matches of the season. On September 16th, the Spurs will host Sheffield United in London. They have played against Sheffield in 10 matches, from which they have won only 4 times and drew in 3 of the matches. Spurs thrashed Sheffield in both of the encounters last season with a total of 7 goals from the 2 games. However, just like Spurs, Sheffield is also burdened by the history of 2 wins and 3 losses from their last 5 games of the season. When it comes to determining which team has the toughest first 5 fixtures, a few factors like the player transfers that will happen along the summer, the squad fitness, and any other tactical change that may be in effect by the time the season resumes in August will surely contribute to the team's performances. But using statistics from last season and particularly how the teams in our spotlight performed in their respective last 5 matches. Manchester City are set for a light start, given that they will play against Burnley and Sheffield that were recently promoted from the Championship. They are also set to play against Nottingham Forest and Fulham, both which have been beaten by Man City more than 78% of the total times they have gone head-to-head. This, of course, has taken into consideration that Man City won 3 of their last 5 matches, lost 1 and drew on another. Newcastle, on the other hand, seem to have their work cut out for them. In their first 5 matches, they'll have to go against both Liverpool and Man City, 2 teams that have a strong history of victories against them.